Coordinator for them, we will coordinate Dr. Shafi Saab, and he is a professor of the PSM. It's a preventive social medicine and community medicine, that is called. Most welcome, madam. Welcome to the all. Please give you a great applause to them. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. I welcome you all to this debate competition on offline and online teaching. So, from 2019, National Medical Commission has started competency-based medical education. Before 2019 or up to 2018 batch, there was no concept of CBME, that is competency-based medical education. And in that, they have started the concept of foundation course. So since last 50 days, you were going under the foundation course, various topics were covered, you were exposed to so many things, and today, as a part of the debate, part of the foundation course, we are organizing debate competition. Actually, our dean sir was expecting that there will be at least 25 participants for this debate competition. But unfortunately, we could get the 5 boys and 4 girls, and in that also 1 boy has dropped out. Okay, so so there are 5 boys and 4 girls. Because there is no balance, if anyone now interested to join these girls to make it 5, you can join also. So for today's debate, we have 3 judges. Dr. Swati Nagapura Madam, she is Professor at Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology. Then we have Dr. Rupali Deshpande Madam, she is Professor at Department of Ophthalmology, and Dr. Tuba Fatima, she is Professor at Department of Pathology. So these are the 3 judges for debate competition. Before I invite participants to the stage to start the debate, the competition will be judged by these 3 judges, and best team will be selected, 1. Second thing, best debater will also be selected, and second best debater. So these are 3 prizes for this debate competition. So first of all, I will invite the boys which are going to talk about the offline teaching. So the first boy is Abdul Moin. Please come on stage. Saad Ali Shah, Khazimuddin Khazi, Arsalan Khan, Ansari Muhammad Sami. Now there are 4 girls for online teaching. Hanifa Batul, Misbah Zamindar, Samra Hashmi, Sayyid Uruba. So if anyone wants to join to balance the number of members in each team, you can join. Yes, what's her name? So the 5th member is Fadia. So before we start this debate, I request all of you, please give a big round of applause for these people. So these are the courageous students, those who have the courage to come on stage and talk on a particular topic. So coming to the teaching, that is offline and online teaching, these are 2 topics. So both the teams will talk, one team will talk on offline teaching and one will talk on online teaching. Actually, it is for you, it is the learning, offline learning and online learning. So from 2020, we have seen that the concept of online teaching has evolved very much, because for almost 1.5 years the COVID period was going on, and many of you also may have got coaching online also. So there are benefits of both offline as well as online teaching. But as a teacher, I feel that when you come to the classroom and attend offline teaching, the understanding of the concept is totally different as compared to the online teaching. But when it is not possible to have offline teaching, then online teaching is also useful and beneficial until unless you are interested in that. So, to begin with, for this debate, first, all of you have to come one by one and you have to present your view. Okay? So, all the participants will come one by one, they will present their view on their topic. Time limit is
5 minutes.
So time will be given to you for 5 minutes. You have to talk about your topic in 5 minutes, present your view, and you will be judged for both your presentation, your content, and when both the team will be discussing the topic, that time your involvement that will also be judged, and the active lead taken by the team, that team will be considered as the best team. Okay? So to begin with, we'll start from the boys, and boys are going to talk about the offline teaching. So I invite first Abdul Moin.
Good morning. Assalamu alaikum. Myself Abdul Moin Qazi. Now our topic is about offline teaching in medical field. Now the first point is that offline teaching in the medical field encompasses various methods including lectures, seminars, practical demonstration and clinical rotations. Now these traditional approaches provide several benefits. Firstly, face-to-face interaction between students and experienced educators foster a dynamic learning environment. And one of the benefits of offline teaching in medical field is students can ask questions, seek clarification and engage in discussion, enhancing their understanding of complex medical concepts. Practical skills are a vital component of medical education and offline teaching facilitates hand-on learning whether it's surgery techniques, patient examinations or surgical procedures. Students can observe and practice under the guidance of skilled instructions. Now this experiential learning is crucial for owning the clinical competencies. Offline teaching also allows for mentorship and role modeling, a fundamental aspect of medical education. Students can establish relationships with the mentors who provide guidance, instill professionalism, and serves as a role model for aspiring healthcare providers. Now, this personal connection contributes to the development of ethical values, empathy, and a commitment to the patient care. Furthermore, offline teaching in the medical field fosters teamwork and collaboration. Medical professionalism often work in the multidisciplinary teams and offline group activities such as problem-based learning and case discussions promote effective communication and teamwork skills. Now, these skills are essential for delivering comprehensive patient care and navigation the complexities of the healthcare system. Now, however, so offline teaching is better than online. Thank you.
So that was Abdul Moin talking about the offline teaching advantages, and he has very well pointed out one point that the practical skills can only be acquired by attending offline teaching. So now I invite Sami to keep his view.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning everyone. My name is Ansari Mohammed Sami. Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Ansari Mohammed Sami and I am in favor of offline classes. So according to me, offline classes are much better than online classes. And why I am saying this is there are different reasons. So first is there is a healthy study environment in which students tend to compete with each other and push themselves beyond their limits. And second thing is interaction between a teacher and a student with his fellow companions. Which help them to understand topics better and generate questions regarding the topics. It also develops communication skills, personality development, and other things.
So there was Mr. Sami talking about the offline teaching, and he has also pointed out one very important point, that is communication skills. Today's medical students are lagging behind in communication. We have seen that there are so many students, they are not able to communicate with the patient, or they don't even have daring to talk with the patient. वो नींद फ्री दूर खड़े रहते हैं और फिर वहाँ से नाम पूछते हैं. And even there are some patients, some students, they are not even have daring to touch the patient, to examine the patient. So in case of offline teaching, that you will build that communicate the skill, that you will be able to interview the patient and also you will be able to examine the patient. So now third participant is Mr. Saad.
Thank you, sir. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning to respected judges, teachers, and my dear colleagues. Today I am here to speak in favor of offline teaching in medical field. Offline teaching is a traditional method of teaching which is followed since ages. Offline teaching is according to me, offline teaching is very beneficial because we get to learn from the experienced teachers who are already great doctors, and we get to learn from them. We learn the principles of teamwork and collaboration, which we cannot learn through online teaching. We get to learn that how we should deal with our patient, how to deal with the family members. If there is if the family members has lost someone, how to handle them, how to treat the patient, how to make them aware of the various diseases, there are very severe diseases like polio, which is almost eradicated, but still the awareness is needed. The doctors, the nurses, they reach to the villages and they tell the people. As the people of villages are not very educated about the various diseases, so the doctors personally they reach to the houses and they tell the people about that the vaccination is very required. The ASHA workers in our country, they are doing commendable jobs. They are helping pregnant ladies through this, and this is only possible because of offline education. And then we get to learn about the teamwork skills, which I don't think we get to learn it from online teaching. Then we get to learn about the practical examinations are there, and practical exams to see it actually. I don't think it's online that is possible. And it is that beneficial. जितना हम ऑफलाइन देख सकते हैं, हम लोग एनाटॉमी पे एक्सपेरिमेंट परफॉर्म करेंगे, जितना हमें उसके बारे में इंसाइट मिलेगी हम उतना ऑनलाइन से नहीं सीख सकते हैं. और जो हम लोग सूचना टेक्निक्स होती है, जो सर्जरीज होती है, आई डोंट थिंक कि हम लोग को ऑफलाइन से उतना सीख पाएंगे. और उसके बाद जब हमारी हॉस्पिटल पोस्टिंग होती है, देन वी गेट टू लर्न हाउ वी हैव टू डील विद द पेशेंट्स. उनका हमें पेन हम लोग महसूस कर सकते हैं, उनसे हमें एम्पैथी होनी चाहिए. एंड एज अ डॉक्टर इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस, because this is a very noble profession and all of us need to learn how to empathize with patients, and that's what our religion and our principle and our country taught us. Thank you so much.
So there was Mr. Sal, and he also has pointed out one of the advantage of offline teaching is teamwork, and also disclosure of the death of the patient to the relatives. Many of the times it happens that because of lack of communication between the doctor and the patient and the relatives, many of the times there is a violence because the doctor is not able to communicate with the patient and disclose the bad news, that is death news, to the relatives, because they have not explained in detail about the condition of the patient, the disease, and what is the prognosis of that disease in the patient. So if you properly explain, so this will be learned in offline teaching method, how to disclose the death of the patient to the relatives. Azim. Okay. So now next participant is Azimuddin Fazi.
Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. My name is Kazimuddin Kazi, and I am here to speak in favor of offline teaching. So, as we almost everybody attended offline teaching, offline classes till class 10th, and after the lockdown period, the online method of teaching has evolved. So, everybody has done his almost studies from offline teaching. So, one method of offline teaching is traditional method, and all the great geniuses of the history was studied by this method, and online teaching just evolved after the lockdown period. So, the online teaching, I believe that it is affordable and require less resources, but it has some disadvantages too. The most important advantage of offline teaching is interaction with the student, face-to-face interaction with the student. When students are interacting teacher face-to-face, they are basically more concentrated, attentive in class, and can ask doubts anytime. Whereas in online teaching, they have to conduct especially doubt sessions, and also it is not possible to clear all the students' doubt in online coaching. So it is more important to interact teachers face to face. All students cannot interact face to face in online teaching. As I am standing here, where our teachers used to do, I can easily observe every student, which is not possible in online teaching. So, especially our pattern is now CBME based, so we require to learn simulation based learning and demonstration, which is not possible in online teaching, and also the extracurricular activities carried out in offline teaching are hard to conduct in online teaching. For example, this debate competition and poster competition, how we will conduct in online teaching. So one more important point is, in online teaching we have some technical issues, connectivity issues that we not face in offline teaching, and there are less distractions. As teacher is physically present in front of us, we are less distracted. It is true that the students are more comfortable in online teaching, but if you are comfortable, it does not mean you are concentrated in class. So I believe in medical field especially, it is important to teach offline. We can take online as supplementary, but cannot depend only on it. Thank you.
So now next participant is Arslan Khan. He will also forward his view on offline teaching.
Assalamu alaikum. We are in favor of offline teaching in medical field. In the era of dominated online teaching, the importance of offline teaching cannot be overstated. Firstly, the offline teaching promotes hand-on learning experiences, and in medicine, practical skills are paramount, and offline teaching allows students to engage in real clinical scenarios. One day accident takes place, then you cannot experience the same situation and tense environment in online scenarios as you can ऑफलाइन में जैसा मतलब जो टेंस माहौल वो एक्सपीरियंस कर सकते हो, ऑनलाइन में नहीं कर सकते अगर एक्सीडेंट्स वगैरह ऐसा कभी हुए तो. एंड सेकेंडली, ऑफलाइन टीचिंग प्रमोट्स इफेक्टिव कम्युनिकेशन एंड टीम वर्क एज इट इज वेरी एसेंशियल इन मेडिकल फील्ड. Offline teaching allows students to work closely with nurses and the other colleagues which are present in that scenario. And offline teaching also cultivates empathy and bedside manners, which are very important in medical field. Lastly, offline teaching instills professionalism and ethics values. Medical ethics and professionalism are best learned through real life experiences and role modeling. In offline settings, students can observe and emulate the ethical behavior of their mentors, helping them to become ethical and responsible healthcare professionals. Thank you. One more point, as yesterday my batchmates they performed the CPR, as they practiced the CPR in offline on the dummies, so they can feel the difference between the online CPR and the offline that we see on the YouTube and the videos. Thank you.
Thank you, Ustad Khan. So he was explaining you yesterday you had hands-on training for CPR and you could do live on the mannequins. So that is one of the advantage of doing offline teaching. So these were the boys who were talking about the offline teaching. I request all of you please give them a big round of applause. Now we'll start with the girls and the topic given to them is online teaching. So first is Batul, she will talk on online teaching.
Hello, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hanifa and I'm here to speak on the statement for online education. First, I will define what online education is. Online education is nothing but electronically supported learning that relies on the internet of teacher-student interaction and the distribution of class material. From the simple definition comes an almost infinite number of ways to teach and learn. Education institutions in India were previously based on traditional learning. However, the sudden outbreak of COVID-19 shook the entire world. In the WHO declared pandemic education became seeming very difficult, which even resulted in closure of many schools. Fortunately, online classes and technology emerged as a superhero for the continuation of education soon enough. Most of these schools and institutions would prefer online education. This pandemic showed us the lucrative side of online education and teaching. With the help of online teaching modes, we can reach out to a large number of students at any time and any part of the world. And I would personally say that every one of us here today would have used online method of learning for any activity, not just medical field. Like people learn how to cook, how to paint, how to play instruments from online YouTube videos. And this class itself is an online education. You see the projector here, this is a part of online education. Only the teacher and the students is offline. Rest everything is online. So I would say that online education should be the future of the upcoming students. Thank you.
So Hanifa Batul was saying that this LCD projector is online. Actually, it is not. It is the AV aids, audio aids, which is used in offline teaching. Online teaching is actually when you sit at home and when you use internet, that becomes online teaching. Okay. So now let's move to next participant is Rizwa Zamindar. She will also talk on the online teaching.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My online learning experience has been interesting. Other words, of 18-year-old high school student, Brenda. Okay. My online learning experience has been interesting. Other words of 18-year-old student, Brenda, published in Vox magazine. I have ADHD and I have been able to focus on my schoolwork so much better now. Other words of another student. In this time when people are pointing out the negative aspects of online education and how it will not be able to replace offline methods, I would like to put my strong views on how not only will online education eventually be as good as offline education, but it will be better. Imagine a world in which no one person experiences the same class in the same way. Computer lessons that are programmed themselves based on levels of the students. Study materials that will be delivered depending upon the type of learner the student is, that is audio, visual or kinesthetic. Personalization to such an extent that if the student gets stuck in any lesson, the program can reinforce important concepts in much simpler format. Actually, you don't have to imagine this. Because Such platforms are already been existing. Salman Khan with Khan Academy has been able to reach billions of students with personalized interesting learnings that too for free. And as one of the boys team members mentioned before about mentor-student relationship, through online platforms, student doctors will be able to access expert mentor doctors from anywhere around the world, to whom they earlier had not even access because of limitations. I believe that learning never stopped, but instead it evolved itself from the form of technology. Technology has helped in learning, and learning has helped in advancement of technology. Somewhere in the future, education will convert into hybrid, and we must accept this change. As in the words of Leo, change is the end result of all true learning. Thank you.
Thank you, Misbah. Now next we have is Samra Hashmi.
Respected Dr. Shafi sir, all the faculty members, panel of judges and all my dear friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Respected Ravi sir, my faculty members, panel of judges and all my dear friends, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. As my friend Hanifa already shed the light on online education, which is universities like Harvard School of Education, Cambridge University, etc. We often get confused regarding topics, but one research can open thousands of options related, so we can categorize and prioritize and get a massive knowledge. Online education provides global connectivity and give us an idea how foreign education system works and their education patterns. So in future, if we like to give foreign examination, it creates an ease for Indian students. My practices like dragging, e-teasing and even tagging some avoided in online education. Unlimited knowledge by online leads to student aspiration to acquire more knowledge and reach higher heights. As we know, Corona was a massive disaster. Online education during Corona phase was like the last drop of water for those students who were dying out of thirst for education and panicking for toughest exams in India like NEET, IIT, JEE, CA, etc. Shy students feel a sense of confidence to view their thoughts since no one knew their past, class, nationality, caste, race, etc. Sundar Pichai, an Indian well known of likeness in Indian education, started Google, one of the fastest growing online platform, which not only provide best education but also a source for many underprivileged to gain wisdom of knowledge. As we know, online teaching provides virtual demonstrations, 3D structures, related videos. I would like to conclude. We listen, we forget. We learn, we see, we learn. But when we are demonstrated, we remember. That's all. Thank you for your patience.
This was Samra Hashmi. She has pointed out very well that you can be anywhere and you can learn online. And you can also get exposed to the international teaching methods, international universities, and also these NEET PG and NEET UG exams, they are being conducted online only. So we have a lot of advantages of having online teaching. Now we have the next participant, that is Sayyida Ulwa.
Assalamu alaikum and good morning, respected judges and all of my friends. First of all, I'd like to point out what my colleague just said कि lockdown के बाद online teaching start हुई. It's not really true. Like this is a misconception because online teaching has been prevailing since a long time. In India, it was introduced not just like now. It was like many platforms like Physics Wala or Khan Academy were prevailing from long before. Another thing was on the teamwork values. Like this, especially for the boys, they are really great in playing games. And when they play games, they are playing it online as well as they are working on the teamwork values. So if they can inculcate those values of teamwork while playing, they can also do it in the studying field, okay? It's not just that they can't have teamwork values when in online. Yesterday, like one of my colleagues said, yesterday we had a CPR performance. So the thing was, one mannequin was provided and many people were waiting for that. I won't say that it was a waste of time, but instead I would suggest another alternative would be simulation-based learning, which would be online, and it is like AI projected, so everyone can get a personal approach and personal opportunity to go and experience it. I won't say that it would be better than offline, but it would be better than keeping people waited, okay? And then next, I would like to put some light on all the advantages of online teaching, like accessibility and flexibility. Everyone, there is no geographical barrier in online teaching. We are not like he lives beyond the river, so he can't come to the school. This is the cliche example everyone gives, that we used to go to the school by crossing the rivers, etc., etc. So now in nowadays there is nothing like that. We can sit here, we can learn from professors from Harvard as well. So there is no boundary of our education limit. And people might say there are distractions in online learning, but it comes to discipline. It's always your responsibility. They say if talent doesn't work hard work will beat your talent. Okay, so at the end it's our choice about how we respond to our responsibility, how we respond to the opportunities we get. Next is personalized learning. Like online teaching is a thing where we can exactly get what we want by just simply typing on it. There is tailored and personalized approach for every child. Like whatever you want, you can just get it on one click. In offline learning, it's possible, but then some people are really inconfident in our class, not only in our class, but many classes. So they don't clear their doubts out of shyness. So this can be prevented on online learning. They can actually ask the listener, and there are mentors provided in online learning as well. Next is cost efficiency. Online teaching can reduce the cost of, for example, this LCD projector and etc. You can simply have a mobile in your hand and some good range. You can't say ranges are not available in villages, because if village people can create and watch reels, they can even study on YouTube or whatever platforms they want. Okay, and then there are some disadvantages also as well to online learning, but that doesn't mean कि हम offline को ही support करें, online को भी support करें. It's just that we should introduce this blended learning program. This is my opinion, obviously. कि दोनों को mix कर अगर किया जाए तो it would be really better as compared to. Thank you.
So here the group was saying that you should use both online and offline. Okay, but she has pointed out very well that from COVID only we have not started the online teaching. It was there before. Since internet has evolved, computers have come. Now from these Android phones, since the Android phones have come, from that point of time there is a revolution in online learning. And many, I have encountered so many students, they are preparing their NEET exams by subscribing some online packages, and they are appearing for the exam and clearing the exam and getting admission also. So now next we have the last participant is Hadia. Fadia.
Assalamualaikum. First of all, I want to say that teaching is the profession which make all the profession, either it would be online or offline. Our teachers are the pillar of our success. Teachers can bring experience to some issues that a textbook cannot bring. Especially in medical field, the experience of a teacher is more precious than a standard book. And because of the online system, we can carry this experience 24/7 with us. Some students in offline classes hesitate to talk openly to teachers, but in online system they can openly ask their doubt to teachers. And in medical field, we learn all about all the body parts when we dissect the human body. But in online system, we can also do that by the 3D technology, and we can see every single cell of the body in a very fascinating and efficient way. Before going to OT, a doctor must be master in handling all the equipments. It requires lots of practice and experience. And this experience we can get by watching experts doing it. And it is a very good advantage of online teaching. Now, I collaboration. Online teaching facilitates collaboration among students and educators, while virtual classrooms can connect teachers, learners from the diverse cultural background, fostering cross-cultural understanding and collaboration. That's all. Thank you.
So that was Fabia talking about the online teaching. So now we have finished the individual presentation by each participant in the debate competition. Before we go to the interteam competition, the respected head of the Department of Anatomy, Dr. Zubair, is sitting here. I would like to ask him that according to his opinion, which teaching method is better, online or offline? Because he is also one of the NFC observer for the teaching learning method and competency based teaching, and he is also the coordinator for medical education unit of our institute. Dr. Zubair sir.
The thing is that we are going to debate between the online and the offline teaching. I will tell you the one thing, that is whatever the technology is available, you have to use it, right? And just now she says both are the very good. But the thing is that what we think as being an analyst, online offline teaching is better. What I think, because you clear the concept over here, and if you are drawing the diagram over here in the board and you are showing over there is a lot of difference online and offline. Because in the offline you see that you can directly contact with the student and you can say इसको ऐसा draw करना चाहिए, इसको ऐसा draw करना चाहिए. So you have to use both the things. What I am in favor of this, use the technology also. The 3D diagrams we cannot draw over here, and you can show over here on the offline, online. So the thing is that you have to use all the technology. But in my opinion, that is the offline teaching is much better than the offline teaching.
Thank you, sir. Sir is been teaching offline teaching since 15 years, and he is an anatomist. So anatomy will require to draw a diagram. बिना diagram के ना teacher को समझ में आता, ना students को समझ में आता. So before we move on, we have the respected judges. Dr. Swati Nangamugar, she is professor in the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology. She wants also to express her views.
Good morning everyone, and congratulations all of you for entering, taking admission in our college. Today is a topic that is offline and online, very interesting topic. So my personal views, as I am a gynecologist, so every time online teaching is not possible in my subject, because everyone should know, every MBBS doctor must know how to conduct the delivery. Even though you are going to do PG in any subject, but doing the delivery or monitoring the delivery करने जैसी कोई भी इमरजेंसी पूरी मेडिकल फील्ड में नहीं है. So it is very must to teach the delivery, to attend the delivery, monitoring the delivery, and it cannot be possible by online teaching. जैसे कि 3D पिक्चर में दिखाया है वो ऑनलाइन डिलीवरी होती है, बट वो पिक्चर में ही होती है. So as I am judge, I will not say it is best and it is best. But my opinion is that it should be a combination of both, offline and online. And it is your duty where online is best and where offline is best. So it should be a compensated, it should be a balanced teaching. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now we have Dr. Duba Fatima, professor in the Department of Pathology. She will also express her views.
Congratulations to all the debaters, the speakers. Very well debated the topic. Actually, this particular syllabus, CBME, which has come up from NMC, actually gives us opportunity for both types of teaching, applied as well as online teaching. Yeah, and there are certain slots, like there is self-directed learning, then group student activities, and seminars, and so many platforms they have put in medical education where you can take help of online teaching or you can introduce online teaching in that particular setup. So actually it is a combination. The medical education is a combination of both offline as well as online teaching. Okay? But of course, offline teaching is must for you because there are standards set for attendance and all that is very important. Okay? We had certain batches who used to insist more on online teaching. They used to bunk classes. They said that they have joined some online teaching platforms, so there is no need to attend offline classes. And they had very poor attendance. Now they are coming to us for attendance or for their scholarships and this and that. Okay? So actually, offline teaching as well as online. It should be a combination, and as Madam said, of course, there are so many ways in which you can go through online teaching. Online teaching doesn't only mean that somebody is teaching you on online platform. Sharing of your notes, okay, isn't it? And so many other things. You can discuss online, you can share notes online. There are so many other ways. Okay? And one very important aspect of offline teaching is that your mental health and your strength of competition increases when you come for offline teaching. That is what I feel. Okay? Because you are more healthy mentally. So thank you so much.
So now we move on to the inter-team competition. Now देखो कुछ झगड़ा नहीं करने का, और मारने धोने का भी नहीं है, सिर्फ अपना व्यू एक्सप्रेस करने का है. So now I will start, and 15 minutes time will be given for discussion for the inter-team. Okay. So he wanted to start with some question to you, so you have to ask you. Then again you have to ask points. Okay. Please start.
So my question is to Misbah. Right, she said कि when in online teaching we can have effective communication with our teacher, but there is an effective communication between a learner and a teacher. But you must have seen the interns in our hospital. Why don't they do their internship online? Because they learn something from doctors. They get experience. They get knowledge from the experienced doctor, which they cannot get from online teaching. I think that's why the internship course is designed. It's a 1-year course, and the interns, that is newly doctors, they get to learn from the experienced doctors, which they can learn from online media. So can you have answer on this?
Okay, so like how Sami mentioned about interns, how Sar mentioned about interns specifically, and my point was not about how we can make online mentoring available. My point was that how MD students now have to, like, they get appointed with a doctor, right? And some, like for example, you get a chance to get appointed by a doctor who is 1,000 miles away from you in US, say from Harvard or John Hopkins, or so much experienced doctor. You get to learn so much more from him, so many more methods from him. That is what I meant by how you can access long distance mentorship.
Communication, I think, is best when you get to learn it from offline by an experienced physician or experienced any kind of specialized doctor. So that was also.
See, communication, like mostly when we talk about online education, people mention this point that communication and how teachers have this ability to judge the student in just one look कि उसको समझा कि नहीं समझा. But अगर हम अपनी belief side में रखें and technology का action में use करें, like our sir Dr. Shoaib mentioned previously in his class that there are built methods in Chinese institutes and so many institutes with more technology which can actually monitor your facial expressions and your heartbeats and all those scientific things that can in a more precise way understand if the student is getting the knowledge or not, if he's understanding the concepts or not.
How will the
wait, no, now your turn is over. Now you can ask the question again, okay? The question answer हो जाएगा.
But we are not satisfied with the answer.
It's okay. That judges will decide. We will not decide. Okay, now you can put a question or you can express about your topic. You can express by yourself and give chance to everybody. Only one from one team should not come forward. Okay? आप बैठे ही उसको, you sit down. Now anyone of you can ask any question or you can express your view about your topic. You can need not to ask the question. Okay? Yes.
Okay, one question said about the interns. I would like to ask, why do interns still use online resources in their practice? They practice here, but they take their advices from all around the world, PG courses. So, like Maro or something, like they still use online education.
But for example, one student of an intern has taken the subscription of a Mero and another student is have the regular attendance, and the student who have the regular attendance scores more marks than the subscription. Now I know the students, some students who have the subscription at Mero, and I also know the student who have the just coming every day to college, and attendance is regular attendance and is scoring more marks. So this I have seen within some students.
Okay, so I have seen people who have attendance like in more than 75% attendance and they are still not good at skill and that. It's not like no one is learning online is not getting selected in a hospital. There's a misconception in all of us because society के online से पढ़ने वाले कर ही नहीं सकते. As I said before, it's our personal approach. It's our discipline which defines how we perform our skills, how we define ourselves.
I think you were questioning us, so we are expected to answer your question, and you don't have to explain your question.
But he was asking me questions. How can I not explain my answer when he's asking me a question? I would not like to be in this
See, they have asked a question, you have answered. Now it's your turn to put a question to them. Or you can express your views, not necessarily should ask a question. They can express, anyone of you can express for your team. Now give mic to this student. Yes.
अस्सलामुअलैकुम, मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि
Yes, please.
मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि मतलब आज भी यहाँ कितने बच्चे जो शायद स्टूडेंट्स हैं यहाँ आके बोल नहीं पा रहे, कुछ कर नहीं पा रहे. आई वॉज वन अमंग देम. सो ड्यूरिंग कोरोना आई अटेंडेड ऑनलाइन क्लासेस. फिर मुझे कॉन्फिडेंस आया पूछने का कि टीचर्स को नहीं पता था कि मतलब पर्सनली कौन है क्या, लेकिन मुझे अपने आंसर्स मिल रहे थे एंड आई वाज सो हैप्पी. नाउ आई एम कॉन्फिडेंट टू कम ऑन स्टेज, बट नाउ अमंग देम we have so many that they would be frightened to come on the stage. So ऐसे मतलब क्या कर सकते हैं? ऑनलाइन दिया है कॉन्फिडेंस ऑनलाइन क्लासेस. अभी भी ऑफलाइन में कोई नहीं आने का.
These students who are performing debates, they all have the courage, so they are. I think everybody has not got confidence from online education. Yeah, there might be some cases. I guess 100% अगर तो इसमें से 5% of the students जिन्हें confidence online लेके आए. But as you said, that was my question to you only. कि शायद स्टूडेंट में कॉन्फिडेंस कैसा आएगा? अगर शायद स्टूडेंट सिर्फ ऑनलाइन क्लासेस करते रहे, how will they develop the confidence to treat the patients? Because our profession is like we have to be confident. अगर हमें मतलब डर के बोले कि यार आपको शायद मुझे लग रहा है आपको डायरिया है, शायद टाइफाइड है, how it is possible? We have to be confident. So you need to develop confidence in ourselves. और हम लोग ये ऑनलाइन नहीं कर सकते. ऑनलाइन डिबेट्स में क्या होता है, नेटवर्क एरर आ रहा है, हमारा मतलब we are not audible to the सामने वाला जो इंसान है, we are not audible to the speaker. तो ये केसेस होते हैं जब अभी this is the best example of it. This debate is arranged to gain to मतलब बच्चों में confidence आए and they should deal with the hospital exposure and everything. इसलिए ये debate रखा गया है. I think this is the
Yes, yes. Now anyone you can respond.
Yeah, so shyness can be removed from online as well as offline. Like I never went on stage in my school days, I would personally say. But there was 2 years of lockdown, put me so inside my house and I got no background. So I came here. And after I'm here standing in front of you and I built my confidence by myself. So you can build your confidence as well as through online education. So have you ever heard of online seminars and webinars? That's where we learn effective communication and skills.
Yes, we have also heard about offline seminars and offline seminars.
After question नहीं करना था, you had to answer my question.
Already answered the question. Never
Other than Sarah, other than going also, yes, you are just. वो माइंड दे दो, इसमें दे दो।
जैसे कि आपने कोई एक ने तो बोला था कि हम घर पे बैठे बैठे हार्वर्ड या कोई भी फॉरेन इंस्टीट्यूट के टीचर से पढ़ सकते हैं। तो मेरे को गर्ल्स हॉस्टल का तो नहीं पता, लेकिन बॉयज हॉस्टल का पता है कि बॉयज हॉस्टल के इसमें नेटवर्क नहीं है। नेटवर्क सिर्फ 4-5 दिन में नेटवर्क हो गया एकदम, सिर्फ बात करो कट कट के। और ऐसा बोलूं कि
नेटवर्क नहीं है, इंस्टाग्राम रोज पूरा जा रहा है, यूट्यूब रोज देखा जा रहा है। I cannot believe any single child in this class isn't using net at all.
कहने का है इससे कोई मैटर नहीं करता कि क्या सिचुएशन है, जिसमें चाहते हैं वो कहीं से भी कर लेना। मेरे मॉम कहते थे कि अगर किसी को पढ़ना है ना और शेर सामने में रहा वो वहाँ भी पढ़ सकता है, जिसको अपॉर्चुनिटी गेन करके ना वो कहीं से भी गेन कर लेगा। आप हमारे ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन भी ले रहे हैं, ऐसा नहीं है कि सब टाइम पास ही करते हैं, बट लाइक हो गया।
फिर आपने ऑनलाइन से ही कॉन्फिडेंस क्यों गेन किया? आपने शेड अगर आपके सामने खड़ा होकर आप टीचिंग दे सकते हो।
प्रायोरिटाइजेशन कितनी है। आज हमें प्रायोरिटाइजेशन हमें भी रखने में आता है, लेकिन गर्ल्स हॉस्टल में भी नहीं आता है, लेकिन हमने साढ़े 2 बजे तक बैठ कर स्पीच लिखे क्योंकि हमें ये करना था। अगर आप अपने मन में बना के आपने करना है तो आप कर सकते हो।
नहीं आ रहा आपके बिकॉज यू आर फेवरिंग ऑनलाइन, तो ऑनलाइन की यही मसले है कि मतलब कभी कनेक्टिविटी चली जाएगी, कभी नेटवर्क नहीं आ रहा है। हमारी क्या
घर तो जाएंगे कभी ना कभी। आप हॉस्टल की बात नहीं की बात चल रही थी, मेडिसिन की ऑनलाइन एजुकेटिंग सिस्टम बल्लापुर में नहीं आ रहा, हमारे कॉलेज में नहीं आ रहा, पूरी दुनिया में नहीं आ रहा है।
अभी हमारे जो कॉलेज में the students that are some medium, but they are just sleeping 3 hours, 3 hours, 23 to 24 hours, just they are in the hospitals and doing clinical rotations and examining the patients.
ऑनलाइन एजुकेशन नेसेसरी है। अगर ये सब चीजें ऑनलाइन फॉर्मेट में अगर आपको वीडियो
इंस्टाग्राम या फेसबुक में उनकी इतनी काबिलियत नहीं थी, पर ऑफलाइन आए इसलिए वो कर पा रहे हैं।
when one team member is talking, the other team member should not talk. Okay? There is a rule of the debate that वो झगड़ा हो रहा है. हम लोग झगड़ा नहीं इधर से एक खड़ा तो आप जो वो खड़े ना तो बैठे आप खड़े ना और आप खड़े रहे तब तक बैठे के बोल खड़े होंगे. ठीक है? Last 3 minutes. And I request all of you to take the part. एक और 2 minutes से नहीं चलेगा. ठीक है? Now last 3 minutes. So I now there is no question. Now you have to express. Now you have to express yourself for your topic. Okay? ये आप ऐसे बोल सकते हैं. 1.5 minute for you.
So we have already explained all the benefits, all the benefits of offline teaching in medical field, and you guys are, I think, all are aware कि मतलब किस तरह से हमारी हेल्प कर सकते हैं offline teaching. We have also question that, and we are almost मतलब कि offline teaching is best, and I think that's all for today. And I would like to conclude. Thank you so much for your patience, for your support. Thank you so much, and great applause for all the doctors in the world.
One minute, last 1 minute.
Online teaching has brought about transformative changes in education, offering us flexibility and personalized learning experience, which we mentioned. However, it also presents challenges related to technology. Okay? The future of education actually lies in finding a balance between online and in-person learning, leveraging advanced technologies and continuously improving the online teaching methods. It will shape the educational landscape, making learning more accessible and acceptable to all. This needs a diverse learners and demands of rapidly changing world. तो बात शुरू होती है पहले हमसे खुद से, फिर उसके बाद में वो बढ़ती है सोसाइटी के लिए.
Thank you very much. So finally, we have concluded this debate. So I request all of you, please give a big round of applause. Now I request all of you to give a big round of applause for yourself because you have very disciplined this, you attended this debate. So before the judges they announce the results, I would like to express my view regarding this. See, offline teaching definitely it has advantages. Online teaching also it has advantages. Both are complementary to each other. ऐसा कोई एक दूसरे के दुश्मन है क्या? नहीं है. Offline teaching will help in learning online teaching. Online teaching will also complement in learning the offline teaching. So both are very important. And you, since last 15 days, you are attending these classes from morning 10 to 4. So this has made compulsory that all medical students should attend all the classes. And other than that, you can take help of online learning. So like you, if you don't understand topic from one teacher, you can go online and get clarify your doubts. So there are so many things, there are so many online resources which are available. I would like to mention one thing over here that when you go for any job or when you apply for any fellowship, but if you have a certificate which you have done online, that will not be valid as compared to the course or the certification course or fellowship you have done offline. So internationally also they go for, they demand, like I have worked in Saudi Arabia, so they demand for PhD. So if there are two candidates, one has done PhD online and one has done PhD offline, they prefer the candidate who has done PhD offline. So that's why it is very important and necessary to attain or do the course which is offline in nature, and you have to obtain the certificate, and other than that you can also go for online teaching also. So there are so many resources. I hope that all of you will follow this, you will not remain absent. In spite of having 146 admissions in our institute, we see only 90 or 100 students coming and attending classes. So there are so many reasons for that they are not coming. So I request all of you, please attend all online classes.
Hello.
Please read standard textbooks. Now your teachers, subject-wise, they will tell you which textbooks to be followed. Purchase those textbooks. Keep the textbook with them, with you.
Hello.
Spend your time with the textbook. Don't spend your time with the mobile. Don't spend. I was watching a video regarding UPSC training that trainer was saying that when you start studying, put your mobile phone on offline mode. क्या करना है आपको? Put your mobile on offline mode and keep it inside inside a safe. आपको एक कबर्ड के अंदर उसको लॉक करना है. And then you start studying your textbooks. So that is what we've done. I have seen some students that they are keeping the phone, they are keeping the textbook also. Even there are some students they are having the textbook inside that they are having the mobile phone. So that should not be that distracts the concentration. So I make a habit of sitting at least 3 hours sitting and studying. I know that you have gone through the UG NEET and you are studying almost 16 to 18 hours per day. So I request all of you please follow the schedule for the MBBS also. ऐसा नहीं है कि अब एडमिशन हो गया तो अपना यानी किताबों को धोखे पीछे तो सवाल है ऐसा होने वाला है. You have to work more, you have to study hard more than the UG आपको announce करना. So I request for the results are ready. So to announce the first best debater, second best debater, and the best team. All of you three can come. Please come.
Nice discussion, we enjoyed a lot, and today's moral of the today's debate is that you have to balance offline and online both. Now we will declare the results. For the best debater, second prize goes to Saad. The best debater first winner goes to Uruba. And the exciting result about the best team. The prize of best team goes to boys team.
Congratulations, you all for coming here.
So thank you Dennis for your time and giving the decision. So now we have come to conclusion. All the participants of this debate will be given certificate, and Monday we have the white coat ceremony. Our founder chairman Maulana Mohammad Mustani sir is coming, along with our chairman Maulana Hussain Mustani sir is also coming, and we have a function on Monday. Probably in that function they will distribute the certificates for you. So I request all of you be present and come on time. The program is scheduled at 10:30 a.m. and you please be in the lecture hall by 10 o'clock so that there should not be any delay. And request all your friends who have got admission to please come and join this institute, because from 20th September, that is Wednesday, your regular curriculum for first MBBS will start. They will start with anatomy, physiology, biochemistry, and community medicine. Yes, and for community medicine, so that there will be one lecture every week for you on community medicine. So these 4 subjects will be there, and you have individual assessment for community medicine also in your first MBBS also. So please request your friends, you also don't go home and attend all the classes, be regular in the studies and perform well, and you should so that you get post graduation after you complete the MBBS. So your aim should be now you got MBBS. Now your next aim should be the post graduation, and this is an era of super specialization. So with that in your mind, you should have to start preparing for your future. So thank you very much. I thank our beloved dean of Azhar Siddiq sir for giving this chance to me. I also thank you to Dr. Zubairi sir, and we are very thankful to our judges for coming and doing the judgment, and also to all the participants who have taken the part and made this debate successful. Thank you very much.